Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As told by Muriel. I am here today to talk to you guys about some of the things you can do to prepare yourself to begin your nursing school journey. It's going to be more particularly on the lines of when you're actually in the nursing program. While I do that, I'm just going to sit here and try to clean my face of some of this makeup. I had a long day today and I'll tell you guys about that. But anyway, sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna start off by talking about my day today. Came home. I had to take my daughter to do her senior photo shoot. It went well, but the heat is out, y'all. I'm in the South. My son is back there in the background. Like y'all know, he likes to be in my videos. So anyway, the heat is out in the South. And we actually had 3 outfit changes planned for the photo shoot. But we got through 2, and she was over it, I was over it. The photographer was still ready to go. He wanted to give us what we paid for, but after those first 2 outfits, we were done. Like, it was a wrap. Ooh, getting that one on. So we did that today, and I brought my sister with me because I'm not that fashion girl, and so I wanted my older daughter, to come along with us so she could help us as far as like we had the outfits picked out, but like accessorizing and stuff like that. And I'm not a hair girl either. And my daughter, my senior, she doesn't wear, wigs, weaves and things like that. She's had braids occasionally, but both of us are natural, except she doesn't wear wigs. I just wash and condition our hair using the aloe vera. Thanks to me watching Mercy Gono videos. Started using aloe vera to condition our hair. And y'all excuse me, I don't have my glasses on. I'm blind as a bat without them, but I'm trying to clean all this makeup off my eyes, off my face. So anyway, we did that, came home. I had my sister with me to kind of help me out, but really didn't, I appreciate her coming, but she really didn't have to do anything because we kind of had it. The photographer, he told my daughter how to pose. And so after we did that, I had to I took my sister to a couple stores, came home. And I wanted to have my, be dressed and all that for this video. Well, I'm not even going to try to do none of that for this video. Like, I'm just going to come as is and take my makeup off while I do it because I have my little phone sitting right up here on my vanity. So anyway, that was my day. I'm home. I said, let me come on make this video. So a commenter, actually on another video I commented on, it wasn't mine, it was one of Mercy videos. I follow her on YouTube. I made a comment about me going to school with 5 children, and she was wanting to know how I did it. And I was like, you know what, thank you for that question. I was like, I'm gonna make a video about it because I'm gonna try to give you some tips on things you could do to prepare your household, especially single mothers and single fathers, for when you start your nursing journey, as far as being in the program. Now, when you take your prerequisites, it's a little easier because most classes for the prerequisites are set up like Monday and Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or every Friday, something like that. And so if you're very strategic about it, you can set up your prereqs to be all taken like Monday and Wednesday. That way you're just dedicating those 2 days, and you can do it like from 8 to 4 to just take in, like when I did it for my LPN, I went Monday and Wednesday from 8 to 4:30, and I knocked out 4 classes in 1 semester. And then my next semester was a summer semester. I knocked out 2 classes. And at that time, it was only 6 prerequisites needed for the LPN program. Now, for the RN program, when I went back for my RN, the first time I went back, it was 10 years later. No, it wasn't even 10 years. Got my LPN in 2001. I went back to school 2008 for my RN, ended up stopping. But I went enough to go get just about the rest of my prereqs. And I did that the same way. I went like Monday, Wednesday. But when you're actually in the nursing program, the LPN and the RN program, you have to do like 3 days of class and like 2 days of clinical. And so it kind of leaves you no time for family. So I'm going to tell you some tips of what I did this last semester to prepare myself. My children were a little older. And like I said, my second to my oldest son, he kind of helped out. He pitched in. He started, cooking, and he and my daughter, who's graduating now, they would get my youngest son, who's autistic, ready in the mornings and things like that, because I would have to be to class at 8 a.m. and his bus wasn't coming till, I think his bus was coming like 8:10. And so they would get him up, get him ready and stuff. And like when I had to be to clinical, I had to be to clinical at 7 a.m. and it was on school days for him. So they would get him dressed. So first off, I'm going to tell you your finances. The nursing program itself is very unpredictable. They will tell you at the beginning of the program how often you have to come to school, how often you have to be in clinicals, but they could switch it up on you at the drop of a dime and just expect you to be okay with it. They might just be like, okay, things change. Instead of going Monday, Wednesday class time, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and clinicals Thursday and Friday, you might have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday class time, might have to do a clinical on Tuesday. You know, they switch it up to what benefits them, and it's like you just have to kind of go along with it. So what you can do ahead of time to prepare yourself finance wise at the very first day of class, because that's actually when you're really going to find out when you have to be in school. If you're going to be a parent who worked, because I worked while I was in my RN program, I worked the weekends. I did like Baylor shifts. They have this thing called Baylor for nurses at some facilities, where I worked every Saturday and Sunday, and I did 2 12-hour shifts, but they paid me for 32 hours. So that's how I kind of kept myself afloat as far as financing, because at this time I had already purchased my house. So I was paying a mortgage, but even before that I was paying rent. So that Baylor worked out for me because it gave me an extra 8 hours of pay, which was the light bill, you know. And I got that twice a month. So that was like the light bill. And this is how I looked at it. I was like, okay, that Baylor shift, all right, that's my light bill. Knocked out the way. Some months that was my light and my water bill. My regular 24 hours, okay, that's my mortgage. So I was really at the minimum, like really doing things at the minimum. During the summer when I wasn't in school, I worked. I saved what I could save, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to work that much while I was in school. So I saved what I could save. One thing I can suggest as far as like light bills, I know with the company I have, like they'll put you on this. I don't think it's called a deferred payment plan, but it's a payment plan where they will set your light bill for, I think it's a year, and your bill will be the same amount every month according to the average of, I think, your bills for the prior year or something like that. And so like you could get it to where, okay, well, your light bill, regardless of what your bill is, because you know in the winter times those bills go up, but regardless of what your bill is, your set bill every month for your light bill is going to be $200. So if you know that, or $210, say it's $210. Some people are lucky and get them like $150. I've never had, not in this house, have never had the lowest light bill was like $175, and it's going up. Like this year it was over $400 and something one month. But you can get your light bill set, so you'll know that's something you have to pay. As far as water bills, mine really don't fluctuate that much. They may fluctuate $5 or $10 here or there, so I always knew what that was going to be. One thing I don't do, now some people may do this and they may feel better about it, I don't pay a credit on my bills. For some reason, the way I feel like if they know that money is there, they're going to increase my bill because they know that money is sitting there in the credit. So I never pay ahead. But I knew like my water bill runs anywhere from $75 to $99 a month. So I knew that had to be paid. And then when I'm off, so okay, like my facility, I was already at LPN. Some of you may be LPN, some of you may not be. Some of you may be CNA, some of you may not be, but you may have facilities that allow you to work in 4-hour increments. So I'll say like a person who's a CNA and they know, okay, I'm in school, I'm in school Monday through Thursday, or I may have clinicals on the weekends, because they do clinical weekend clinicals. Your job may allow you to just roll in for 4 hours. That may not seem like much, but even if you're making $10 an hour right now, you roll in for 4 hours, that's like $40. That's at least gas to get you to school for the week. You know what I'm saying? Every little bit counts when you're in nursing school. My finances, I was able to, actually, to be honest, my last semester of my RN program, I stayed more on top of my bills than I did once I graduated. And I think that's because I knew that I had no other way to make the money, because I couldn't pick up any more time, because I had to be to school and I had to be to clinical. So it was like, you're gonna do right with this money or you and your kids are not gonna have lights, or you and your kids not gonna have water, or you and your kids are you gonna be behind on your mortgage, so you're gonna do right with the money that comes through your hand. And so I made sure I didn't have any problems with paying the bills. Okay, like I said in my previous video, I didn't have to cook, thank God. I still don't cook. I never like to cook, but I didn't have to cook because I got things to where, okay, I bought an air fryer. I bought a George Foreman grill. Like, I made things very convenient for my kids to be able to cook on their own, so that they wouldn't have to be turning on the stove, necessarily turn on the stove to get a meal, because I didn't have it. I don't like cooking anyway, and I didn't have it in me to cook while between school and work and studying. I didn't have time to cook a meal. I didn't. I might have cooked 3 meals the whole time that I was in my last semester of nursing school, and I'm a throw something in the oven and bake it type of chick. Like, I don't like standing over the stove, period. So if I cook something, it's gonna be something baked. So I would get something together, throw it in the oven, bake it, and that was dinner. But that was only occasionally. Like I said, I had an air fryer. My kids knew, hey, you want something to eat? Go throw it in the air fryer. So they cook for themselves. I got a rice cooker. I taught them how to use the rice cooker to go ahead and make your rice, and they knew how to throw some meat in the air fryer. Like, I made it very convenient so that they can have a meal, and it wouldn't impede on my study time. As far as grocery shopping, like I said, any way I could cut it, I cut it. Grocery shopping, I started ordering groceries online. I had been doing that anyway, but every now and then I would go in a grocery store and buy groceries, but I completely just stopped doing that altogether when I was in school. I ordered my groceries. I use Walmart. Walmart had the best prices, as far as I'm concerned. Who else had some reasonable? There's little IGAs and stuff. Their meat, the prices on their meat were very reasonable, but everything else was higher than Walmart to me. So I would do online shopping so that I wouldn't have to spend an hour, 2 hours in the grocery store, because time was very valuable. Time is going to be very valuable when you're in your nursing program. So I would do online shopping at Walmart, and I would make my grocery order and say I have to be to class from 8 to 2 o'clock, and I would make my order to pick it up from 3 to 5. So once I got out of class, I would go drive to Walmart, park, pick up my groceries, and take them home. Now, if you have the money, you can even do delivery, so they will bring the groceries to you for a fee. But that's how I would do my grocery shopping. That was an hour and a half I can be at the library studying, because I'm gonna be honest with you, in a week's time, I probably spent 5 days out of the week in the library after school studying, because my house was not conducive to me. I can't study in front of my TV because I'm gonna turn it on. I can't study at home with my phone because I'm gonna start watching YouTube videos. So I would just go to the library 4 or 5 days out of the week and study after school. So not only am I getting out of school, I might pop in home just to make sure, my youngest son has made it home from school, that he has something to eat or whatever. Then I would head to the library, and I spent the majority of my time at the library. I was there with my study group most of the time. Sometimes I was just there by myself. I recorded my lectures on my phone, and when I would go walk my dogs, on the occasions that I was walking my dog and not my son, I would listen to my lectures. That is a lot of the studying that I got done. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on body systems to really break down the body system for me, as far as to learn the body system itself. That way, once I'm learning things in school, I'll be able to connect the dots. Like, okay, this is the lung, these are the lungs, this is the bronchus, these are the bronchioles, these are the like I said, what was I on? Because y'all, my son, I'm gonna have to make a video about being a mother of an autistic child, because this boy is working my last nerve. But that's gonna be another video, because I got to have the patience of Job with this child. Y'all just don't know. Sit down and talk to your children. Let them know, like I told my kids, I was like, I make promises to my kids, and if they just stick it out with me, like have patience, they know that I'm going to come through. So like, even when I bought my house, I promised my kids. So we were in it was me and my 5 children, even though some of my children were grown already. I think 2 of the 5 were already grown. Grown meaning 18, 20, 21. But I'm not the type of person that believes that you should put your child out at 18, 19, 20, 21. I don't believe in that. I think your kids should go when they're ready. I'm not the type of mother that believes in sending their child out to the woods. And I am the type of mother that believes that you're either going to go to school or you're going to work. But I'm not that type that believes in sending their kids out there to the woods, because I was out there at an early age and I had to come back home or to someone's home so many times before I actually got it together, because I was not prepared. So I try to make sure my kids are prepared before they go out there like that. Some of them listen, some of them don't, but none of them are I give them that option. They have that option to stay home. Sit down with your kids and like I told my kids, I said, y'all, I'm about to start school. I'm gonna really need y'all help. I'm gonna really need y'all to help out with y'all brother. But when it's all said and done and when it's finished, it's gonna benefit y'all most of all. And it has benefited them. Like my kids, they helped me out. They made sure he got to school. With your children. Okay, what I would do with him is I would, I have wash and dry in the house. I would wash my clothes. I would pick a day. That would be the day I wash clothes. I'll wash clothes that day. I would pick his clothes out for the week for school, and I would, iron them or not iron them if they didn't need it, and I would hang them on the hanger. And when I say I have it on the hanger, I would have it down to the t-shirt, the shirt, the socks, the boxers, the belt, the jeans, everything would be on the hanger. So they would just, and I would have it out like that for the full week. And they would just grab a hanger, put that on them one day, grab a hanger. So I wasn't like every day I was trying to rush and do, let me hurry up and get his stuff together before I got to be to class, because these clinical instructors don't play about being late. Like, you got to be on time. I was late for my clinical, and then look that instructor gave me, I was like, I was grown. I was like, girl, don't do this again. That was my bills. Like I said, I would go work 4 hours. And excuse me for squinting, y'all. Let me put these damn glasses on. I was trying to clean my face, but I ain't doing it. I'm just steady squinting, y'all, because I'm just as blind as a bat, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think I got all that makeup off my eyes, though. But yeah, so yeah, those are some things you can prepare your household for you to go to school. And you can pick a day to do things. Like if you could say, okay, well, Tuesday and Thursday are going to be my days that I vacuum, or Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, those are going to be the days that I vacuum. Your kids will have to understand you may not be able to come to the May Day field day. You may not be able to do this. You may not be able to show up to these things, but it'll pay off in the long run. Like, you're giving up a year. Say when you're in the program, you're giving up a year, maybe 2 years for a lifetime of benefit. That's really what getting your nursing license will do. It will benefit you, and it will benefit you, and it will benefit your family. Anywho, that's about it. If I can think of any other things I did to prepare my household for me to go to school, I will let y'all know in future videos. I am Muriel. This is As Told by Muriel, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.